Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Let's see if I'm everywhere. I should be everywhere. Great, beautiful, blessed afternoon, morning, evening, night, wherever you are right now. Today it is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time up in the building. Oh, shoot. Look at me. Every live, at least one thing gets forgotten. And today I forgot about my tickety-tocketies. Hold on. We need the people, the live people, to see my tickety-tockety. Because we got a tickety-tockety famous person on the live today, on the pod today. So we got to show all the love. Do I tag you? Can I tag you on this? I'm guessing I can. I have to figure out how. I should have figured that out before, huh? I should have. Sorry about it. I'm going to tag you in it if I can whilst I'm on. So hello, great, beautiful, blessed afternoon. My name is Tenille Stewart. I help women who've been diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. I need you guys to let me know if you can see me. I see YouTube can see me. Can you see me on the internets at Instagram? Can you see me on the internets at Facebook? Ooh, the tickety-tockety. I'm sorry, this picture is trash. But I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to ask you when I get on everybody. On YouTube. Wait a minute here. Hold on a second here. It says I'm live there. It says I'm live there. It says I'm live. I don't know. I need peoples. Anyhow, whilst I gather the people, today, okay, have people on the tickety-tockety. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. I'm not sure what's going on because it says I am. YouTube and TikTok were good. Facebook. I see me on Facebook. Where are you at? Beijing Shinobi. I see me on Facebook. Now we just need to find what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on with Instagram. Because I do it at least once a month. Here we go. I should be on the Instagram live. All right. We're here. Yes. Proud. Okay. Yes. Anyhow, now that we've got everyone everywhere, come on, TikTok. Stop zooming in the booming. Hello. Today's guest, she's a TikTok famous, okay? She's a vegan creator. She is the bomb wife of one of my great friends who I can never say her name. I'm going to try it one more time. Ready? Piersha Sims. Yes. Okay, I think I said it right. Yes. Only known her for like a year or two. It's fine. I'll figure it out one day. She's an all-around incredible person, and she is changing lives on TikTok. She has an incredible story that I was just about to dive into on my own, but I won't because we got questions that are going to be answered today. So everyone, welcome my great, amazing friend, Kim Sims, to this platform.
Hey.
How are you, friend?
I'm great.
Okay. So first of all, I don't even know what the first question should be. So you are dating one of my loopy friends who's on my 2 episodes ago. And how in the world, did she tell you that she had anything wrong with her at all? What was that?
So we met some years back, probably around 2016-ish. We met through mutual friends or whatever. So she really didn't tell me until we officially dated, which was in 2018. And I was like, oh, okay, but it was to the point where she was in remission. So she wasn't going through all the symptoms of, lupus and stuff like that. It didn't happen to probably around maybe 2021-ish is when she started having symptoms, flare-ups and things like that. So we were kind of wondering, like, okay, is it the food? Is it like, what is it? So pretty much around that time is when I started doing, some research and stuff like that. So she would like she'd be on steroids, which would make people gain weight. So her weight was fluctuating to the point where she couldn't lose weight and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how she told me. But when with the whole other stuff that she got going on, as far as like her breast cancer, that right there was like, it was like a punch in my face type thing, because she didn't tell me immediately. But
Right.
when she eventually told me, we were going through like I want to say an argument type thing. And that's when it all came out. Yeah.
No
So it was that
way.
moment that we were having an argument to the point where she told me she had breast cancer. So
No
imagine
way.
all of that all at one time.
And then how are you gonna be mad? You're like,
Right?
you suck.
So
I'm
you go
mad at
from
you.
being
Wait.
mad. Yeah.
That's not fair. That's not fighting fair at all. No. That's
Right. So you go from being mad to automatically crying
right.
immediately. I'm just like, what? So I done forgot all about the argument. So now I'm in
Aw.
like girlfriend mode type thing. Like, are you serious? And
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, that's sweet and sad and mean all at the same time. There's a lot of things. A lot of things are happening right now.
Right.
Um so she says guilty. We see you. That's mad rude. Mad rude. So you already knew about that she was sick in the past, but didn't know about the current sickness at that time until you guys got into an argument. So when you found out about the past sickness, you weren't afraid, or like you weren't, you know.
I can, so to answer that, I can say I've never dated anyone with an illness like that. So to me, it's all new. So
Right.
I'm just looking like, okay, what do I do? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like what type of stuff do I research? Like, how can I help in some type of way? Because if anybody knows me, I'm gonna try to help in any form of way I can possibly help. So after, I guess when her body started rejecting meat is when I really started digging into stuff, like start doing research and stuff like that. But it's like it can be tough, like very tough, dating someone with like lupus or any type of disease that can really take an effect or a toll on their body. So
Right.
to me, sometimes I feel helpless because it's like,
Mm,
okay, you're going through this. Okay, how can I help? Then she was like, oh, I have to go through this alone. I'm like, okay, no, 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 no. That's not how this works.
right. We
So
got government papers that say we're
right.
going through things
So
together
when
now.
you married, it's you're one. So it's
Right.
not no, oh, I gotta figure this out on my own. So I take matters into my own hands. I go do research on holistic herbalists and things like that. So
Okay, so what were y'all eating beforehand? Like when you guys
we
first started dating and stuff, like what
we
were
were
you
eating the regular American diet, just like everybody else is eating. Like we were
okay.
going out to eat a lot. We were cooking most days, but we wasn't cooking the right foods. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So pretty much everything that's out here hurting our bodies now is what we were putting in our bodies.
wow.
So it got to the point, as you know, she's a baker. So imagine living with a baker that's baking regular sweets and you taste testing every single thing that my weight picked on.
Welcome to my life. My mother's a pastry chef. This
Right.
was my entire life. Being woke up in the middle of the night with like experimental chocolate cake being baked. I wake up like, chocolate? What's
I'm
happening?
telling you,
Yeah.
because everything that she was baking, I was taste testing before it
Mhm.
went out the door, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta stop doing this. Like
Right.
something ain't right. I'm tired of buying larger size clothes. It's time to go down now. So after all of that, I stopped eating the sweets. This before we even went on a detox, things like that. I just completely stopped eating the sweets because red velvet was my weakness. Like I had
Mm.
to have a red velvet cake at any time, any
Oh
moment.
wow.
So once I did the research and we started doing the plant-based food,
Mm.
just to see if her body could, hold it down, because she was nauseous all the time. She was
Aw.
vomiting all the time. Her body goes through pain like every single day. It's like she don't miss a day of pain, but the way she moves, you would think that she's like the strongest. She's stronger than the army. Okay.
Right. God
Let's
bless.
just say that.
You know.
But
Mhm.
she's always constantly moving. But somebody with the illness, with lupus and stuff like that, you would think they would be on bed rest, things like, but not with her. Like, because she explains to me, like, if she sits down, her body hurts more when it's at rest.
That part.
So I
That
just
part.
be like, sometimes I'd be like, okay, I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I mean? So I'm still in the learning process of it. So I try to make her do stuff her way, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, okay, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do
Right.
this? You know what I'm
Get on
saying?
her
Just to
nerves. That's what you be
kind
doing.
of help
So,
motivate and stuff like that.
with
So
love, though, getting on
yeah,
her nerves.
yeah.
So,
It's tough love. Like I
yeah.
said, it's love, but it can be tough at the same time. But again, it's both of us learning. It's her relearning her body as we go through these changes and stuff. So
Right.
yeah.
So, it was you that did the research for the plant-based lifestyle. Like, it was you that got because you said right away, I was looking at what the food was, or
Yeah.
like what's causing this.
So basically, yeah, when it comes to like the grocery shopping and stuff in the house, I'm the only one that does that. Like, she'll go to the store and I'm like, no, that's the wrong thing. So at first we just started buying the plant-based chicken tenders, the Beyond Meat and all that type of stuff, which at the time I didn't do a lot of research on it. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to the store immediately just to find something to see if she can hold it down. Okay. And it actually worked. But then as we were going along, I'm like, okay, this plant-based lifestyle is probably something that we need to do. But then as we got going into everything, I found a whole bunch of holistic herbalists on Instagram. I was taking in because I went to this one guy's page directly, and I was just going through his videos, and I'm like, okay, he's telling me that we need to detox. So I'm like, it kind of makes sense, because if you're sitting here eating the American diet for all the years you've been living, and now you decide you want to eat healthy, now you're putting so much bad food, now you're putting good food on top of bad food. So it's like, okay, now we got to detox our body because we need to flush this out. So
which I never even thought about, like, detoxing, because like I have, a degree in nutrition. I did all that stuff, and like technically your liver and kidneys are supposed to be the things detoxing all the time. However, there has never been a day and age that we have been putting so much poison into our bodies at once. So the human body is not equipped to really detox the way that it used to be able to detox when we were eating natural stuff. Like, when people were just eating a regular, I guess, dead animals that had no kind of like steroids and what are they called? Antibiotics and all that stuff in it. Our bodies were able to, like, let go of that stuff easy. Now you have to take a stand and really do something different to get your body back to even baseline.
Right. And that's what I was explaining to a lot of my my TikTok fans or whatever, which they are like my family now. So my TikTok fans have become family and stuff. They rock with me all the time. Every day I'm live, they rock with me. So now, like, once I looked at the 30-day detox, I was like, okay, we have to get this, we have to get that. And with her having the autoimmune, when it comes to something that will help boost her immune system, she's kind of scared to do it. Okay, because she's like, anything with like elderberry or something, like if it has elderberry in it, she's gonna pretty much refuse it. And I'm like, maybe that, even though you're scared to do it, it may be that one thing to help trigger you to back to where you need to be. So I did the iron tonic, which is some liquid herbs that I was taking during the 30-day detox. And when I tell you, it flushed me out to the point where if I poop or if I fart, I couldn't smell it at all.
Amazing.
Like, you could not smell it. So that's why I tell a lot of people, like, if you're trying to transition to a plant-based lifestyle, vegan, alkaline, all of that, you need to do a proper detox. Okay. And that's with herbs, because it's just like food is medicine now. So, and people, like, growing up, we didn't have a lot of issues with food like we do now.
Right.
So it's like, now you just got to be cautious of everything. So dealing with a lupus warrior, like, we're praying for healing over her as well. So we actually got some herbal teas coming today to help kind of reverse this thing out. Because I'm saying, and I'm claiming it, because I've been claiming it for a while, that this is the last thing that she's gonna have to take to heal her body.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's what I'm claiming. Like, literally, that's what I'm claiming.
Go ahead and send some links my way, because I got to be lupus free. That'd be great. Thank you.
Right.
So did you have any, let me see what time it is. Okay, we have time. Did you have like resistance besides not like with her, but with people around you guys, with like the way that you eat, the way that you're living, like the natural the natural approach to healing? Like, did that scare everyone in her family and your family? You know?
Yeah, it's well, we still get backlash from being alkaline and vegan now. Like it's everywhere we go. But me personally, I don't let words, hurt me or whatever, because at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing that's best for my body. So I don't tell people what to do. I just give you the information. Whatever you do with it is your business.
Mhm.
But people like my family love my wife to death. Like they literally love my wife. Like I think she talked to my mom more than I talk to my mom.
Oh, that's
So
sweet.
yeah, when I tell them things, like my mom, she prays. My mom and my dad go to church every Sunday. So my mom pray for us every Tuesday. So it's a lot. Like my mom got us a breast cancer and a lupus wreath that's on our door and
Aw.
stuff like that. So yeah, it's my family. The way that we eat now, they're not against it, but it's not something that they would want to do. So it's like a slow progress trying to get them to change certain things. I wouldn't say trying to get them to transition, but at least get them change the water you drink, change certain things like eat more fruits, eat more vegetables into your diet until you can slowly wean yourself off of some more until you can do a proper detox.
Yeah. So my grandmother says every mickle makes a muckle. And
Yep.
I didn't know what she was talking about for all of my life until I was grown up, that like every tiny incremental like positive thing you do in your life, in your health, in your food, in your thought process, anything like that, it all equals up into something, because
Yeah.
all the negative you do equals into like where you're at. So obviously the good, it also helps. Like
Yep.
you didn't, like people who are unhealthy, you didn't get unhealthy in a day. You didn't just wake up and be like, I'm sick. Like, no,
Right.
your body took time to process. Even if you caught a virus or like whatever, it takes a moment to go through your body and find where it's going to attack. So do something today. Today, have you one meatless meal. Today, it's a meatless Monday.
Right.
Today, drink like a pint more water than you would normally drink, or like do some research today. Today,
Right.
when you get off of this live, off of this podcast, go research something that you wanted to know. Go to Kim's page and watch some of her videos about recipes of some good vegan food that you can make, and that's your dinner tonight instead of whatever junk food you were gonna eat. So
Right.
yeah, this is the only way. They started from nowhere, and
Yeah.
here they are, plant-based queens.
Right. We literally started with pretty much no help. So it's like that's why I always tell people, like, you don't have to take my word for nothing. Cause for one, I'm not I'm not a holistic herbalist. I'm not a nutritionist. I don't give medical claims. I don't do none of that, but I trust my body. Everybody's body is different. So whatever you put in your body is a choice that you make. I always tell people, I teach people to read ingredients because I was taught it. Like once I detoxed my body, I was literally sitting here looking at different holistic herbalists, like they're all saying the same thing, but in different words. Okay. So to me, that's confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what type of confirmation everybody else need, but if I hear it more than twice or three times, it's automatically confirmation for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now on my TikTok, if it wasn't for my wife, honestly, since we've been on this journey, if it wasn't for her telling me to post what I cook, I would just be eating and I'll just be out the door
Yeah,
type
being selfish. You did not share what God gave you, all the good recipes.
thing.
Rude.
but literally now that she had me doing all that, I get a lot of followers with it, and it actually it makes me excited now because I've been trying to help people for so long,
Yeah.
in doing 60-day challenges, things like that. But nobody would ever follow me. Then I thought about it, like they always say, like with us with Secret, nobody's gonna follow you if you don't know where you're going. Okay. So you
Exactly.
have to really know what type of path that you're going on for other people to follow you. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I realized exactly the journey that we were on, and like when I'm at home, I'm 100% alkaline, but throughout my entire journey, nobody that I know of is 100% alkaline, 100% vegan, 100% plant-based. Like, there are going to be times where you eat something that's not on a specific list but you don't beat yourself up about it. You just go on a fast for a couple of days, knock that stuff back out of your system. So I want everybody not to be discouraged about it, because even if you have one bad day, like, you didn't gain weight overnight, so you're not going to lose it overnight. So everything is a process. So
and
yeah,
like, now that you mentioned Secret, which, like, that's where we met each other. That's how I know y'all at all.
Right.
Tell us about the challenge that you won.
Okay. So that's why I tell people I do a lot of 60-day challenges. I've done about 5 of them. So when I started doing the 60-day challenges, I started doing it because I felt like I was overweight. I was uncomfortable in my own body. I was 195 pounds. So
how
when
tall
I
are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'1". So
oh my
imagine
God.
being 5'1", carrying 190 some pounds or 200 some pounds. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got to the point, and when Jesse mentioned, like, okay, we're gonna start doing 60-day challenges to help people create better eating habits, giving them home workouts, giving them recipes, giving them meal plans. And I told my wife, like, oh, this is something I need to do. That's how I got into the gym. That's how I started eating better and things like that. So during that time, we were still eating meat, but I started meal prepping. So I won the very first challenge that we did, which I was in the top 20 body transformation in the women's category. And then, so I won a massage gun for that. Then I was like, okay, and me, I love a challenge. So if I win the first time, I'm going to keep going and keep going and keep going. So now it's to the point where I already surpassed my weight loss. I literally wanted to get to just like 165, but now I'm literally 149. So it's like, yeah, it's been a journey. So now I just do it to compete for the prizes. So I've been in the top 3 body transformation about 3 times. I've won top 3 body transformation women category. So yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Not only are you a remarkable person who is aided by remarkable products, like, you are body goals, couple goals, human goals. I love it. So we're gonna get out of here shortly. I want to go through the comments a little bit. Thank you guys for being here. Hello, Jermaine. Hello, Mitch Race. Mitch said, great. Well, first he said, loving the convo. Good to see both of you champions. Great value and information on your amazing podcast today. Tenille, your remarkable and valuable guest, Kim. Rock on, ladies.
Thank you.
We have on Instagram. Oh, Yersha says, y'all know I'm stubborn. Yes, we know.
Yeah, she's very stubborn. Very.
Because it makes you feel worse. I'm not sure what she was talking about there, but something. Jean says, OMG. Rich says, good to see you. Kim, great afternoon. Afternoon greatness, Tenille. Welcome. There you are from Bryn. Hey, Bryn. Hey, baby. Be easy 21. Jean with Bryn. Yeah, we got a good amount of comments. Vega. Hey, Brian. What's up? Hey, Mom. Angelicious Cakes. That's my mother, the pastry chef. There she is. So if you were going to leave my audience with one thing, one piece of information, like, I could talk to you forever. So, like, we could make it an hour, but I'm going to respect people's time. So if you had one piece of advice to give someone who either or both is going to date someone who has a chronic illness of some kind, and wants to change their lifestyle to a plant-based lifestyle, what would be that advice?
I think I could give a lot of advice about it, so I'm not gonna make it too long, but I would say you have to be their biggest fan, their biggest support system, because a lot of times people are going to be against it. They're going to be like, oh, why you don't want to eat meat? Why you want to do this? So you have to be your person's support system, their motivator, whatever the situation may be, you have to do that. And if you're going to transition to get yourself off of meat and dairy, you have to do a proper detox. And that's with liquid herbs or detox cleanses, teas, things like that, parasite cleanse, because all the food that we have been eating has parasites in it. So you have to go on that journey to do a 30-day detox or more or longer, depending on how your body is. But yeah, definitely be the support system to them. You have to, again, you have to be that person's biggest fan. You have to be able to make sure that they're actually eating, because my wife doesn't eat a lot. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like it can be stubborn, but then it can be like, okay, it's not your body, but you want to listen, but then you want to help at the same time. So I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest supporter. So I try to research so many things like, okay, if this didn't help, let me see if this helped. Let me see if this helps. So I do a lot of buying. When it comes to herbs and stuff, I buy a lot of herbs because that's something that comes from God as nature. So a lot of people tell me they don't like fruits. Fruits come from God, that's nature. So
No,
yeah, you
I
food is
heard of
medicine
vegetables,
again.
but
Yeah.
fruits. What's wrong with you? How do you don't like fruit?
Right. Like people don't I've had people that literally say that they don't like fruit. So because they worried about the sugar that's in fruit. But to me, if you're worried about the sugars in fruit, but you're not worried about the sugar that's in donuts and cakes and
Hello.
ice cream, then
That's
we have a problem here, you
yeah.
know? So you have to, it starts with your mindset though. So once we change the way we think and once we change the way we were eating, everything just started coming together. And this is like literally the first time out of, I want to say about 2.5 years that my wife has ever been able to physically lose weight now.
Mm.
Like we have
Yeah,
been
he's
trying so
great.
hard, but she's been losing weight now. So it's a good thing. But yeah.
Amazing. I think I did all of these things backwards and sideways that you're advising. So I got a boyfriend and then turned him vegan. I'm like, so this is what we do. I no, but he didn't go kicking and screaming. It was he was cool with the transition. And I did a detox, but I didn't realize I was doing a detox. So I never knew I was going to go vegan. I just was doing 30-day green juice fast, and I was doing a maintenance one because I put myself in remission from lupus with my first one ever. And I just had planned so much food after my fast that I realized afterwards, after a week, I was like, oh, I've been vegan for a week. That's nice. Like let me just continue. I'll just keep going. Sure, whatever. So yes, it is good advice that I didn't know that I was doing myself, and it just happened, and that's awesome that you guys were way more intentional and research and like smart. I love that for both of you, and I'm very proud of you guys. Like that's so cool that you are steadfast and like very, very intentional about the things that you're doing, the food that you're eating, and giving yourself grace. It is so important because once you start beating yourself up about like, oh, I'm only alkaline and like I did this and like there's no way for me to do stuff. And I see you guys out doing vacations and being places they don't know about no alkaline out there. They're just feeding you food. Whatever's on the resort is what you're eating. So like
right.
Yeah. So
And I also try to tell people when you go out the country, like on vacation, because we go to Mexico a lot, we go to Jamaica, things like that. What people need to realize is, and it's been put out there to the world, but people like us, we don't read. Okay. So that's the biggest issue. So a lot of foods in the US that's still here is banned in other countries. So people, you can go out there and eat rice if you want to eat rice and they don't have all these extra preservatives and additives and stuff in it. So it's much more cleaner to eat it out there versus it is in the US. And I was saying on my live yesterday, like, people don't understand, like they feel like you have to get meat from the protein when in reality the animals are eating the plants, which are the protein. So now people eat the animals because they think they're getting protein, when in reality all you gotta do is cut out the middleman and eat the plants.
Okay. Amen. We are just eating the first-hand protein. I don't understand why people want second-hand protein. You want someone else to digest your food, and you're basically baby birding your food into you. Because like what? All the protein that y'all are eating are herbivores. So like what are you talking about? Where you're getting your protein? No one has ever like worried about people's proteins as teenagers out here eating chicken fingers that don't even have chicken in it anyways. You're eating like
Right.
all kinds of like byproducts and eyeballs and stuff and hot dogs and like, what are
Yep.
you talking about?
Yep. Yep.
Thank you. I'm glad you said it. I just feel the rooftop. It don't make sense to me. Okay. I'm done. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Right. Right. I agree.
Yes. And also I've heard that a lot about going to other countries. So half my family is Jamaican, half my family is from Europe. So like England and whatever. So in England, there's a lot of people who are gluten-free and go to England and France and stuff, and they can eat bread like nothing because the way that the grains are processed here has the thing. Like, and all the stuff they spray on the grains and whatever, it has a reaction to the body because it's chemicals. And even dairy, like a lot of the times people can go and eat cheese like crazy in like Italy and stuff and not have, stomach issues or skin issues or any of that stuff, which I'm not advising that. Don't the cows.
Right. Me either.
But yeah, so like that is 100% factual. And I'm glad you brought it up because I feel like I'll be talking about the same stuff and people don't listen to me. Maybe they're gonna listen to you. Like, oh, she has
right.
Yeah.
I also tell people too, when you're gonna go in the store, like if you don't want to transition, at least read the ingredients. Because what we learned is if you can't pronounce it, you don't need to be buying it. Because some of those long words that you can't pronounce is pretty much you eating gas, like gasoline that you putting inside your car, you're eating it. And people need to realize that enriched means weight gain. So if you're buying enriched flour, enriched bread, that means you're going to gain weight from that. And if people don't want to believe that, they can look that up as well too. So just like, I'm glad you mentioned that, because even if you go to Africa and you eat bread, pasta, and rice, those people are not going to gain weight over there.
Right.
Like you're just not going to gain weight because it's not enriched. It's not bleached white flours and things like that. So people just got to be mindful of that. So I learned that since we've been, on this journey, when we started detoxing, I was been researching things. So it's like, okay. And then when I have my wife doing a certain thing, I'm like, okay, now you can't do that. Don't do that. Let's do this. And she's like, okay, every time I get used to something, you tell me I can't do it. So I'm like, I don't know. I think this one is better. Like I thought that one was good, but this one is better.
Yeah, that's life though, because okay, two things, and I'm gonna close out, I promise everyone. So yeah, things evolve. Like there's times in the world that we thought that painkillers was just taking a shot of liquor and you'll be fine, or like, a lobotomy was good and normal. Like things change and evolve because we learn more as humans. Like we're trial and erroring through life like everyone else. And it goes with the food also. And everyone's body does not take to the same food rule. So like you have to research and do yourself what is going to do best for your specific body. And the word enrich, it literally means they strip it of all nutrients, right? And then put in select nutrients in it that they want in it. So yes, it might make you fat. And yes, it is kind of science project. I'm a junk food vegan. Everyone would know, like I make junk food for the vegans, like, and profit from it because I feel like once you're on that track to veganism, by any means necessary, okay? If you need to have some sugar and some fat in order to get you there, I'm all for it. Like in the long run, I would hope that you don't eat like that forever. But if you do, I still think it's better that you're not killing the environment and, millions of animals for no reason. It will never be a craving I have that means more than someone's life. So I'm not taking anyone's babies. I'm not eating anyone's children or mothers or anything like that. I don't want that karma. I don't steal people's men because I don't want that karma, and I will not eat people's babies because I want that karma. So, that is my stance on veganism, and I'm sure people are mad at me now, and I've made someone guilty. Sorry, not sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. But have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here with me today, Kim. Like,
you're welcome.
You guys have been such amazing guests, and like the information has been so phenomenal. Like, I know that people are engaged and really locking into the stuff that you guys are saying in the way that you guys are saying it.
Right.
totally appreciate it. Everyone go follow Kim on all the platforms. I'm going to put all her handles and stuff like that in the description. I think I'm going to stay on live on TikTok a little bit because I'm sure they got the not great, recording of this. So I'm going to turn around and talk to my people on TikTok. So come follow me and Kim there. What's your TikTok name?
K Sims, baby. I'm actually live on my TikTok right now.
Oh,
so yeah,
right now. Yeah, so I don't know. Can we merge? Can I get over there? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get on hers or something like that. We're gonna get together. So everybody, have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed Monday. Thank you for staying here with us for 36 minutes of chaos and information.
Right.
We love you very much. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.